Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? Damnation-n-Hellfire here. Getting ready to stream a little bit of Raid, and I got Shane and Ross here to keep me company. What's going on, fellas?
Not a lot. Hello, peoples.
Hey, hey. You got a whole bunch of bells and whistles going off. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, my phone, it's a piece of crap.
Well, it's on my end, too. I think, we got the notifications for everything starting now.
Yeah.
So
this is going to be a weird one, guys, because my fleet is totally not anywhere close to being ready. So I'm going to try something a little bit out of the box. I got 4 boats. I got one that's fully armorized. 2 have like 1 piece of armor on it. 1 has 3 pieces of armor on it. So what I'm going to attempt to do is I'm going to attempt to do the big targets with just the flag, with the other 3 eradicators parked back in the corner to give me the buffs I need. And we're going to see how that goes. It has potential to be really, really cool and really, really good. And it has potential to be really fucking bad. So at this point, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. And now we're just waiting on the tick down. We got 26 seconds to go. So and I'll be totally honest, and you guys can chime in on whatever you think. Yeah, as you can see, I didn't fill up on res or base parts or titanium. Any of that stuff I'd always tell everybody else to do that I never do. The only thing I filled up on was uranium. And I got lucky because we happened to be in orange for the 15 minutes before the raid started. But yeah, my thinking right now is if I can't participate in this raid, I'm okay with that because I don't see anything in this raid that I consider an essential prize. I mean, the Strikes and the Phantom come out this raid. I don't know when I would ever have time to build them, especially for them to be irrelevant before the raid cycle's over. You got the Lurker sub, which quite honestly, I don't understand it at all. Like, yeah, it's great that it can stay underwater for like 12 minutes, but, it doesn't move. I don't understand the purpose of a sub that doesn't move. I mean, it's got, the torpedoes have a nice 160 range, but you have to have a very specific base design for that to be relevant. Or you could use a Piranha depth charge, which is only 18-inch range or 18 range, and really isn't going to hit anything unless it runs right over top of it. And quite honestly, I think even with the damage output, I'm not sure it's going to overcome deflections for most like dreads or anything. So if I can't do this raid, I'm okay with it, to be quite honest. But so yeah, we're gonna just jump right into it. I think I am gonna throw on a demo squad because I have quite a few, as you can see. So
you need screen share.
Yeah, I should probably do that. Why do I always forget that when I'm doing streams? That's like I'm like probably the world's worst streamer. So, but yeah, so let me redo that. As you can see, this boat only has 1 piece of armor. This boat only has 1 piece of armor. This boat only has 3 pieces of armor. And the only one, ironically, that is actually fully done and what I feel somewhat comfortable with is my flagship. So that's only because I had a leftover of 5 days worth of generic siege tokens that I've been sitting on for a year. So anyway, we're going to get right into it. We're going to throw a demo squad on, and we're going to cross our fingers and hope for the best. I probably should have looked to see if targets were actually spawning yet before I threw my crew on.
It don't look like any's out there yet. I'm looking at the target in the thing, and it got X's on them. Nothing to jump to. There's 60s. They popped up there.
Yeah, 40s, 60s. How hard is it to get the targets to spawn? Like, I don't know. Okay, isn't there supposed to be a tier 9 set?
Well, there is. The 100 and 102.
Not in the locator, there's not.
Well, they're not out yet. I'm looking at the
target. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Where they have bonus tier 8, tier 7, tier 6, tier 5 targets. They don't have tier 9 there anywhere. You know how they break it down?
Okay.
So yeah, what an exciting tier 6s are out. Tier 5s are out. Yep, no 7s, no 8s, and none of the mysterious 9s. Wonder where the 9s are going to even spawn at. They're around dubs, or sorry, SSRBs. I guess in the meantime, while we're waiting for targets, we can look over the prize list a little bit. So you got the Solon's Phantom Strike. I guess Solon is the guy who's in charge of the Scourge, yeah.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I haven't seen any storyline stuff pop up on the forums for a while, so of course the Lurker, which we already I really don't understand the Lurker, dude, at all. I don't understand it. Like, why? I don't know. I understand the whole thing of them wanting defenders not to move, but it's a freaking sub, for Christ's sake. That's the featured stuff. Of course, in tier 8, we got what reinforced stuff, missile defense system, hyper 30s. That's where the Lurker is. Did they get rid of locked and unlocked? Because I'm not seeing any little locked and unlocked emblems here.
That's, you know, I was just going to ask you this. So that's what I wanted to know. If I can go straight to anything I want. And
yeah, I don't know, because it was supposed to be locked and unlocked, but at the same point in time, like, I'm not seeing any locked and unlocked emblems here.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any lock emblems up there, but I am seeing the 2 tiers of each.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know if that was something that was left out, or if they decided at the last minute not to make them locked and unlocked tiers.
Let's just say, fuck yeah.
And hope they don't change it.
Yeah, we can you keep an eye on me for me change to see if the target starts spawning too?
Yeah, I'm looking.
So yeah, I mean, I guess this first one is supposed to be the locked stuff.
The 100 and 102s are out.
Are they? Okay, where are they at? Are they by dubs, or are they just?
There's one right underneath your pop-up. I can see it on the screen.
Oh, yep. There's a 102. All right, let's go try 102. Let's see what happens. Wish me luck. I have a feeling I'm probably going to need it.
Looking good.
What do you mean looking good? I haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, you're looking good, man. Let me tell you, we're set with one ship, and we're going to go after the largest target on the map. That's
hey, man, if nothing else, I got balls.
That's what I'm talking about. That's looking good. Yeah. That we're going one ship, the largest target on the map. Wait.
So we're going to park everybody up here in the corner except for the number 1 boat. And we're going to cross our fingers and hope for the best.
This is sweet.
Some of these turrets are like really hard to see.
Holy mother of... Yeah, I was going to say, I think it looks like it's damaged already. Okay, there's...
All right, there's a turret now.
Another flamethrower. Oops.
Well, it's already hit me.
Yeah, I probably should have looked and see what the firing arcs were.
All right. Ooh,
get up there.
Got one of them shooting at you. Probably that javelin.
Yeah, unfortunately, the javelins, there's nothing I can really do about. All right, firing arcs. All right, so we're going to have to kind of dip down here a little bit. Go over.
Oh, right there is a prop. Yeah, you're going to get tagged, aren't you?
Shouldn't.
Nice. All right.
Get into fucking range of that thing. Thank you. All right. So the one nice thing is there's little indicators over the guys that have the firing arcs.
Oh, good deal. That's what that is. That helps a great deal. Let's be honest. It's the only way I see some of those turrets.
So yeah, I'm not sure how well using one boat is going to work. Like half dead already. I still have a bit of the target to go. But if it works out, it's going to be pretty freaking amazing. All right. I'm going to go back down here at the bottom, I think. Stupid flamethrower. I hate these flamethrowers. They're like the biggest. They're really, actually, in my opinion, they're really the only pain in this target. Flamethrower that I didn't see because everything blends in too well together.
It's not shooting at it because of the mountain range. Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a little tricky. All right, we're going to come back here at the top, I think. This is going to be a pain to get around this turret right here. And this turret right here. I'm going to have to go like the whole way around, I think. Sorry this isn't extremely exciting, guys, with like bunches of killing and explosion and stuff going on. Like I said, I'm trying to do the biggest target I can with the limited amount of stuff I got to do it.
What is the building there supporting with the yellow on top? Do you know?
Probably a subcavitator. Would be my guess.
That is fucked up. Oh dear.
All right, you go over there, you go over there, you go over there. Oh, there's a turret I didn't see. There's a lot of stuff in these targets that's just hard to see. And I think that's what they're banking on, to be quite honest. Look at that. I'm trying to shoot through the mountain, which you can't do. So definitely don't want to hit these targets on auto if shit like that is happening.
Right, because you'll just sit there and shoot forever at a mountain.
Exactly. Get that flamethrower first, you bastard. I'm going to swing back. Ooh, no, 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 no. I'm probably not going to quite finish the whole target. It's going to be close. But I think that last flamethrower will probably end up killing me before I can... Damn, this is going to be close. I'm pretty sure it's not going to work, though.
You got a pinch?
I do not. Oh, shit. There's a whole nother turret I didn't even see. All right. All right. So the flag can't quite do it by itself. It was damn close, though, honestly. I mean, there's a few things that I would probably, knowing now what I didn't know then, I might change in my build. Like, I might put like a Hyper 30 on here somewhere to give me a little bit of speed buff and help with splash from those radioactive turrets. The remote Raiders crew could actually be a possibility because, wow, see, look how fast that boat got chewed up. I think that was one of the ones that didn't have hardly any armor on it. Remote Raiders crew might be a possibility to help you get the speed buff to avoid the flamethrower turrets. I'm not even sure this boat's going to survive this. Barely. My speed is actually not as high as what it should be. I think my speed is actually only like, well, hang on. Instead of guessing, we'll just pull it in the docker and take a look.
I think you said it's 61, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
You got it.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy here with a fancy, snazzy badge on his base.
Who?
Dooms.
Oh. The badge. Yeah.
Yeah, for participating in that thingamabopper. So that was 5 coins to do that target. But yeah, the last one I used to hit the thing only had like 1 piece of armor on it. Had I used the one with 3 pieces, I probably would have done a lot better. But let's see. Let's take a look. My speed. Let's see. Yeah, my speed is only 61. See, that's the bad part. But like, I'd probably try to squeeze a Hyper 30 on here somewhere. Where, I'm not exactly sure. Like, as much as I hate to say it, probably I don't know. It'd either be siege targeting or the alloy that I would drop for the Hyper 30. I'm not sure which. Anybody saying anything in chat of interest or asking any questions, fellas?
Well, we got Doomsday in there, and he's wondering. He asked if the flag dies, do the buffs die with it? And they do. In as far as I know.
Well, as far its individual buff will, the buffs obviously that the other ones are granting won't die. So
right.
So let's see. We're gonna take these 2 boats out. We're gonna slap them in another slot. So that was what, 2 hours damage for that one target. We're gonna throw a grease monkey on here. Sorry, a little over 2 hours. I generally don't like coining, but since I'm doing the stream.
Gregory has asked why no resistor. Because Damnation liked the speed over the 1% of damage or deflection that he got. I guess that's how it works, right? You do pick up 1 for using.
Yeah, I mean, quite honestly, I'm going way too slow now. Had I put resistors on there, it would have been even worse.
I have resistors, so we'll see myself. It was just an option. I went with the 1% buff on the fleet.
Well, yeah, Cuddle, you have a much different judge of what's acceptable than I do. To me, 2 hours for a top target is not acceptable. If we were at like an hour for the top target, I might be okay at that. Yeah, speed system, or actually speed system 5 is not the best for speed. Strike system actually has a higher speed than what speed system does.
And it also gives you projectile speed. Yeah.
Correct.
Right.
How the Bucks do, I have no idea. I'm going to let this finish repairing. I'm going to let it slow repair for 4 minutes and then do the 5-minute thing. But I'm going to go do 100 target real quick after this, and then we can start looking at how other fleets perform in other targets and stuff like that. I want to at least get 1 set done and out of the way first. I actually want to reorganize this just a tad. I want to. There you go. This will be my backup ship in case my flag dies because it's the second most armored that I have in the fleet. Go on 4 minutes. I guess while we're waiting on that, we can finish looking at the prizes that we'd started to look at. But
so, could you get the blitz option?
I didn't look because I'm not going to blitz anyway. To me, and if Kix watches this, I know I'm going to catch shit for this. But to me, if you support blitzing, you're saying you're fine with the game and the current state that it's in with difficulties and all that kind of stuff. And I'm certainly not fine with the way the game is in current difficulties. So I, for one, will not be blitzing.
No, I agree. In the past, I blitzed to get me out of a bad situation, and I did make it clear that I really did blitz because it was the cheaper of the lesser of the two evils at the time in my current situation for the game. But I wouldn't choose to blitz with the straight out blitz fees the way they are. That's not fun for me. At one time, it could be fun in theory if I could blitz it for how good I could perform. I like the idea in theory because I already built the hull. I already took the time to build the best fleet I could come up with. Then I come up with the best actual run in the target I could. I think those are all things that I shouldn't be expected to have to repeat 150 times. So, I like the whole theory, actually. I just don't like the cost.
I'm watching chat a little bit or trying to. They're talking about autoing, and this entire raid cycle is not made for autoing whatsoever. Because when you have turrets that have firing arcs, that screams don't auto me, because if you get in those arcs, you're gonna be taking shit tons of damage, man. And I mean, I like the strategy for people who drive, but honestly, if you're gonna have targets that are conductive to you taking a ton of damage if you're not driving, then you shouldn't have the app where people don't have any choice but to auto. That's my personal opinion. I mean, it's like you're saying, oh, here's this great app and you can do everything on auto. And now we're going to make a target that if you auto is going to completely fuck you in the butt.
Yeah, it's going to be rough. Well, and I'm not even sure it will work because you might just sit shoot at a mountain until you die.
Yeah. I wasn't even considering that aspect that I talked about before. I'm just the way the targets are set up in general that even if you weren't trying to shoot through mountains and stuff on auto, just the design of the target in general is going to make you take a ton of damage.
Right.
Come on, 30 seconds. Sorry, guys. I know this part's kind of boring, but I'm not going to spend a coin for 4 minutes. I'm really cheap. I had to spend, before I started, I had to spend 12 coins to finish that one piece of armor on the one hull that I didn't really want to. But I'm like a little bird that flies over Kmart. Cheap.
Well, global leaderboard's already got 3 people at 100 million.
Yep, those are the people those are the people we can thank for the difficulty levels that we have. And those are probably the same people who would be on Discord later complaining how hard it is. So it's too hard, so I just bought it and then think they're actually doing a favor to everybody. Not that I'm bitter. All right, so now we're looking for 100. I guess we'll just look in the locator. It's probably quicker and easier. I could have sworn these were supposed to be tier 9 targets that it said on the raid briefing, but in the locator it says tier 8. So that's something to be aware of. Yeah, I mean, you're right, Cuddle, that 2 hours for one boat in the top target is kind of a little bit impressive. I don't really want to pat myself on the back too much, but with like all the splash damage that thrower turret puts out, I guarantee if I tried to take the whole fleet down there, it would have been a hell of a lot more than that. Guaranteed. So we'll see if 100 does any better or worse, or what we got going on. Where's it? That turret fires down. That one's up. That one's up. That one's up. That one's over. So I should be safe to come in here with my flag and start blasting away shit.
I can't even see things in that. Okay, so okay, the
white. Difficult, don't they?
Yeah, they're hard. But I guess there, that top there, there's no white little things over them until you get down a little ways.
I want to go, I think, try to take out some of this stuff at the top real quick. Those flamethrowers just chew you alive.
I wonder if are hydras allowed in the 100 targets?
Oh, that I don't know yet. I can't remember what the raid briefing says.
I just tried my hydras in the 80s, and I wasn't even able to finish in 81. So.
Oh my. The hydras were doing real well in these on the ranking targets.
Well, you got to remember though, the hydras and the ranking targets weren't like the top tier stuff,
right?
Or I mean, the targets we were seeing in the ranking targets, sorry, wasn't the top tier stuff.
Well, I mean, I could sit there for like 45 seconds to almost a minute to try to kill one turret.
Oh, geez.
With my hydras. So yeah. If they're wanting to try to kill the game or push people away, this is definitely accomplishing that.
Yeah, you know, I'll be honest. I had a feeling this was going to be a terrible, terrible, terrible raid from like right out of the gate, just because the level of preparedness that people were at, and from what I saw in the targets, like these flamethrowers are just stupid, man.
But let's be honest, and this is we can this time truly we can say this. I mean, it's because it's true. They're catering to the 1% and the top tier in the game, in my opinion, on this event, because they're just the way it's designed with the ship and the release of the Shrike or whatever you say, and the campaign. So, in all honesty, I'm not upset about it at all. I'm gonna let it continue, and I think they just didn't release things in the right order. I think I'm going to be.
I mean, from what I'm seeing, they might be catering to that top 1% or whatever, but they're still reaming them in the ass, even if they are, because this is just way overkill.
Well, now I don't want to get too far into making this like a political documentary or whatever. Because really, this is really just supposed to be about showing people the raid targets and that kind of stuff. We can get into the politics of everything on the Saturday show, and I'm sure we will. Like, there is literally no doubt in my mind that we will.
But I'm just saying, I don't think you're going to be. You're not going to be left behind.
Well, apparently, the 100 for me anyway seems to be more difficult than the 102. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So I think based on what I'm seeing, honestly, so far at this point, guys, I might be sitting out this raid. But again, like I said, this is probably a good raid to do it because I don't see anything in this raid that I'm like, oh my god, I have to have that. The sub makes no sense to me. The strikes I'm never going to have time to build. I don't stop shooting the other turret, you dumbass. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's just crazy. I think I'm going to die in the 100, which is weird because you would think the 102 would be more difficult. I mean, I'm still going to continue, even after this fleet dies, I'm still going to continue to look at like lower targets for everybody and shit.
Cool.
But I'll be extremely honest. Right now, it's taking a whole lot of willpower for me not to turn this into a political documentary and like tell them exactly what I really fucking think. I mean, like, really freaking hard. But it's painfully obvious to me all they care about this raid is the fucking money. That's all they care about. Oh shit, there's a turret there. Yep, died in the 100, so can't even finish the 100. Did fine in the 102, can't finish 100. How about that?
Yeah. It's 5-hour repair.
Anyway.
See,
I want to see. You want to see? You want to see bucks in like tier 6 or 7 or 5 or 6? I guess the way it is in the current locator thingy.
I would, yes, and so would the group. I mean,
the white triangles on the turrets indicate which ones have firing arcs, so that way you know what to like kind of hover over to see. Okay, these turrets fire in what direction. That's what the little white triangle indicators over the turrets are. All right, so we'll take these guys out here, slap them in here with the grease monkey. I'll at least get the half repair from the monkey. That'll probably be the only thing this monkey gets used for is repairing this one fleet. Because I am not going to coin that. Well, I'll take my bucks out of here and put them in with the demo squad as soon as I find them. Oh, Bucks, where did you go? There you are.
here we go. Now this is what interests me because this is actually the fleet I have, the Bucks.
Okay, so what do you want me to try hitting?
Anything the highest you can. But
60s is what they say the highest you can hit with them.
Oh, geez.
So okay, let's go try hitting a 63.
Well, I'm not doing that.
And we'll see how that goes. And then if the 63 works, then we'll try something in the next tier up. We'll try an 80 just for shits and giggles. I'll be surprised, honestly, if the 63. And hey, dude, here's what really fucking kills me about this whole thing. And what's the TLC they offer for this raid? Fucking Cannoneers. How in the hell are they going to do anything? And not only that, you need a hull that came out after the Cannoneer to win the Cannoneer. How about that? Good grief, Charlie Brown.
Okay.
I don't know if he's talking to me in chat there or not, but Doomsday, I was able to outrun them in the VXP targets, the flamethrowers, with my 69 mile an hour eradicators and the 65 mile an hour hydras.
Firing arcs here. So I should be fine getting this guy. Oh, firing arcs. You're there, you're down there. So I should be able to come down here. Sure be wonderful if I could fucking see these turrets. Where do these firing arcs go again? I'm forgetful. Well, the stupid blasts never give you a blast when you want them. Get over there and shoot the goddamn thing. Thank you. Oh, lag spike. Got over it.
This is a big negative. Oops. Got that firing arc. Hey, that was a nice beam. Yeah, that was a good blow up there.
There I go, trying to shoot through the fucking mountain again.
Wonder if it blew shots into the side of the mountain, you could kill the other side.
No, because I just blew shot into the side of the mountain there and it didn't work.
As soon as you're in range, there you go.
Yeah, well, it's because it's trying to shoot through the mountain at the other target.
Ah.
It's not even shooting straight at the target.
No, it's not.
That's a whole lot of damage, Charlie Brown.
Let's take a look. Let's see how much that was. Hour and 43 minutes for a fucking 63. Let's try Hydras. Hey, on the bright side, the targets are paying out a whole lot of res.
Too bad I'm full.
Anybody in chat asking to see anything else in particular? Like maybe me putting a bullet through my head live on camera.
A couple people asked if you, yeah, Rick, he did have the boon in that fleet. That's how it goes. So you're looking at 4 coins, or for a 60 level target, one single target. That's what the fleet they recommended for that level.
Now, I will be honest, I'll try hydras, but my hydras are not set up for these targets at all. I haven't changed anything on them, so they don't even have what I consider would probably be the right Aegises on them, or the right CICs on them. I think I have enough tokens I could actually switch them out if I wanted to.
But I do want to say on the positive note, because I'm going to have a bunch of my alliance members viewing this and to get my opinion of it. And my opinion is, don't freak out, don't stress out, don't even call names or freak or scrap things. Who cares? Yeah, this by design was not set up for us to do right now. In this, my opinion, but nobody by design is prepared to have a fleet ready for this. They didn't release them in time to do it. So just relax, work your game, continue your game, and if you can't hit the targets, don't hit them. And hit them when you can. Continue working on what you can.
I'm going to switch over to the Aegis CIC just because I think the extra bonuses will treat me better than anything else. Looks like this one I need to switch, and that'll be good. Because obviously I want to keep the Mercy on my flag.
I don't even have the hydras, but I got enough tokens to build fleets, probably,
Yeah. All right, take you guys out of here. Put you guys into there.
Some people are asking to see the leaderboard whenever, not right now. I mean, when you're doing the ship thing, but
that's up to 200 million now.
Oh yes.
They want to know who to go farm.
200 million.
Well, we want to try the hydras in.
I guess the 60s are the same targets, I guess.
I don't know. Do we want to try the hydras in the 70s or the 80s rather?
You can try them.
Well, I'm waiting for the guy who wanted me to do the hydras in the chat. I'm waiting for him to see what he wants me to use them on. About a 60? Is that what it says? Yeah, 60.
Yeah.
So we'll go do another 63 just because that's the top end of the 60s. Yeah, I don't know though that the extra range is really going to help you against the turret that seems to mainly be the problem in here though, which is the flamethrower. Because I'd be willing to bet that the flamethrower has right at about exactly the same range as what you do with the longer range on your hydras. And you would have to approach it at the correct angle every single time. And the way some of these targets are set up, you just can't do that.
These targets are not visually fun for me. I got to say that. To spend the whole time leaned over an HD screen trying to determine what's a turret and what's a mountain. No.
Yeah. I mean, and I think honestly, like I'll be a tinfoil hat guy. I think that's specifically why they do that. because they bank on people being like, "Oh, I didn't see that turret," and taking crap tons of damage. Now, the one thing launchers do have over cannons is launchers can actually shoot over top of the mountains. So you got that.
Oh, see, that's nice.
Get up there and shoot, damn it. I could maybe actually outrun the flamethrower with these, possibly.
Yeah, you should be able to. Just drive right by it.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing during VXP anyway. Might need to pull them together a little better, though, for the flamethrowers. You shoot at the front one, then hit your back ones, you know.
Yeah, well, I ain't got time to be messing around with that right now.
That doesn't seem like a bad option right now, what I'm watching you. In all honesty, the Hydras. They seem to be working a little bit better.
Where do you go? Where do you go? I got the tweet up in here. Where do you go? Oops, didn't see that flamethrower. Trying to mouse over shit, and it's like, okay, is there a turret here? Is there not a turret here? What the hell's going on? I think turret-wise only have that last ballistic one there, the short-range guy. So there you go. Hydras actually do pretty damn good in the 60s.
Yeah. So much so you probably can bump them up.
Bump them up.
We got to the next tier. 29 minutes, so that's what, 1, 2, so that's like 6 minutes per boat, roughly, almost instant repair in the dock. I'm actually going to recall and top this fleet off real quick, and then I'm going to try to do an 80. Yeah, I am going to try 80s no phobos, but I want to actually get the fleet fully repaired before I do it. Just give me a few minutes. I'm not going to run around all willy-nilly like some people do and throw coin at the game.
Willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly. Willy-nilly. Willy-nilly. Yeah, like half of our audience probably doesn't even get that. It was probably around well before they were born.
All right. Huh. Huh.
You getting dinged, Ross?
Yeah, I'm getting messages saying that their Hydras are performing better than their Eradicators.
Wouldn't surprise me.
You know, that's Shane with the lighter there. I'm 9 days without an e-cig, by the way. Woo-hoo.
Congrats.
I'm telling you. I never thought something would be so hard to quit. That's such a stupid thing. It's just as hard to quit that thing as it was to move from the cigarettes to that. It was tough.
Yeah, but I mean, quite honestly, I totally agree with Ross. Like, if you can't do this raid, don't stress it. Just plain flat out don't do it. You know, I don't think there's anything that's in this raid that's make or break tech. Like I said, the Shrike, you're more than likely never going to have time to build anyway before the raid cycle is actually over because it got released late, like way late. I don't understand the lurker sub. To me, I don't think it's a good hull. Maybe somebody else might find a point where it is. I don't see it. And it only has 4 weapon slots is a huge downside.
Exactly, and it comes with, you know, and there's no creativity on the armor. It's got no armor slots. It's just a strange instrument, and it's going to have its niche. It's going to have its little, in my opinion, I'm sorry, I got to add that in. It's going to have its little niche for the 1 to 5% of the players that can find its little amazing ability that it will have the one time and that it will work. But it's just a limited tech type situation with what we have now out to go with, accompanied with it. And I think you're totally right. I think we're going to be okay. I think, I mean, do what you can, but just don't stress out. Just keep playing the game. I know that there is not a lot of other campaigns for you to do currently, but the heck, just hang in there. I mean, I can't build the Shrike. I don't have time myself, so I'm still working on getting this fleet ready and just chug away.
Nope, sorry, I'm not gonna do all that fleet swapping just to save a minute per boat. I'm too lazy to do all that. I'd rather wait the minute. Wait a minute and have a discussion. I mean, I can't believe they didn't put Eradicator tokens in the raid even.
Okay, so there isn't. Yes, I was like, I wanted to see that. So there isn't. You know, I'm behind on, well, just like everyone actually on their Eradicator fleet, except for the 1 to 2%. And I could have really used those, and I would have worked towards them, not like I wanted to, but in the past, I would have gotten a few points in the event and gotten those tokens and maybe pushed out a 4th hull to do the event. I think I'm limited on that option now. So
I'll be back in just 1 second. I'm going to stop screen sharing for a minute.
You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? Midget porn.
Yep, totally. Totally looking at the midget porn while I'm waiting on my repairs. No, I got a message on Discord, and I'm never sure who they're from, and I don't like sharing all my shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure. No, I was just... I finally figured out my Discord mute.
Oh, you did finally figure it out?
I did. I got to tell you, it doesn't always work. You know, sometimes you have to, like, I don't know. I hit mute on one of the channels, and sometimes I still hear ding, 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 and I have them all muted, so I'm not sure what it's doing.
Well, I thought I had gotten a Discord ding, but apparently not. Apparently, it might have been your Discord ding.
Mine is orange.
Oh, well, I don't know what I heard then. I guess I'm just imagining shit.
Yeah, I do have one. Okay, so.
See, I told you. I know better what's going on in your Discord than you do. We can discuss how Ross is coming on and repainting his basement that was supposed to be my house that he's now taking over as a man cave.
I'm telling you, it's coming along really well. I got the walls painted. I got it's a basement, so it was not a nice, was not finished prior. And so I got it all ready to go. I'm putting this foam flooring in, and I'm putting in the workbenches, lighted workbenches tomorrow. And then I'm going to have a fishing lure painting room, airbrush painting room, kind of a man cave, and some new little hobby I'm going to take up while it's cold.
So I know one thing I was thinking about earlier, since I seem to have problems with the speed on my eradicators. I was thinking, I don't know if if remote raiders might help me drive by the flamethrowers. But I'm going to be losing a fair amount of building damage, so I'd be having to like sweep around the circle like 2 or possibly even 3 times. And I'm not sure that's a good solution. We're almost there, guys. 2 more minutes on this last boat, and then I think we're good to go.
Yeah, I'd say we almost have to try, because you can't go by the stats or even what the crews state. In all honesty, I mean, if they were to state they gave you a 12% building damage increase, that does not mean that they actually do. In some cases, that means they could actually go reverse. I mean, I've used some targets and gotten, or some crews and gotten worse times than not using a crew before.
I mean, you know, and if the flamethrower turret is the one that's really screwing you up, you know, you could even like irradiated cutthroats could possibly be a possibility, you know?
Yeah. Exactly. That's a good one. I mean,
because they give 30% just to radioactive, but they're actually, I think, easier to roll than demo squads. Yeah, the remote raiders, you're only going to get the speed buff, but in some people's cases that might be enough. I still think that's crazy that I almost finished an entire 102 with my flag and I can't do a 100 with it, which is, you know, obviously the 102 should be more difficult than the 100 if you look at numerical progression. I mean, I can just imagine the damage output numbers that these things have to be putting out, because my eradicators are in the high 99s and they're still like taking tons of damage. So, are you still hitting target, Shane, or no?
Yeah, I'm hitting a 63 now. I did a 61 for 0 damage.
Oh, nice. Was that with your Hydras?
Yeah. I took in a couple of shots on this one, but
I saw Doom say his eradicators were owning the 60s. Congratulations, Doom. with that hit down multiplier, you'll only be doing this raid for the next month and a half to get a prize.
Hitting 60s. Oh, hell no. No.
All right, so we want to try an 80 something, yeah?
Yes, please. I mean, seriously, because I mean, that's kind of what I'm.
We'll go with the 81 and see how bad it is.
I truly am getting messages saying the Hydras are doing better than the Eradicators.
Oh, dude, it wouldn't surprise me.
I hope they are.
I mean, you know, as always, due to NDAs, I can't discuss what we do test, but I can discuss what we don't test. And we did not get to test the Eradicator before it came out.
Whoops.
And look at it. That's all I'm saying.
I think by the last event with it, I'll have figured out the frenzy.
Frenzy's not even something on my radar right now, honestly.
I've never even seen. Well, I haven't seen it. I just don't know how I'm going to achieve such frenzy.
I got to figure out exactly where I'm safe and where I'm not.
Okay, here you go. Go for it. Here goes the 80, everyone.
I'm definitely not safe at the top, so I'll keep that in mind, and I'll just kind of work my way down around this way. Whoa. Almost face planted into that short range turret. Oh my gosh, look how long it's taking me to kill a turret.
Yep.
That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous.
After that thrower down there.
Well, I know. But I mean, it's no point running by it because no more damage that I'm doing. I'd have to run by it like 4 or 5 times.
Twice, yeah.
No, more than twice, dude. More than twice. For sure.
Well, it stops firing before you get totally out of its range. So.
Right, but
yeah, you would have to run. You would have to do 2 runs within the time it takes to kill the turret.
Well, and I have to manually target too, which we know shift clicking is not working exactly correctly.
Okay. Yeah, that's the problem I had. I mean, sitting there taking so long to kill the turrets, just pretty much got pelted by a lot of other stuff. But I only got 4 ships in my fleet too. It's not even a full ship fleet of Hydras.
Just unbelievable time to kill the turrets with the Hydra.
Yeah, you're going to take too much damage just by the stuff that can hit you long range. You know?
I guess in theory, what I could do on the flamethrowers is run by them until they get done their first salvo and then sit there.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So, I mean, you actually did it without it firing again, so
yeah.
Cool. Like I said, mine's not even a full fleet, so that might be why I was having that issue.
I wonder if I can get this guy from the backside. That sounds terrible.
You know you can.
That just sounded terrible.
Yeah.
That was one of those things, after you say it, you're like, oh, I shouldn't have said that.
You got a shot on it.
Yeah, I got damn it.
Boom.
There we go. It's all about walking the wall, boys and girls, walking the wall. Where's this? That one goes way up that way. And this one comes way down here, so I should be kind of sort of okay.
You were reaching it. There you go.
Stop firing. Get in there.
Nice. Looking good.
Chat saying anything?
No. Rick Anderson saying how good looking I am.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
You get people lie to you on these shows a lot, don't you?
Jenny Nicole is asking to do a lower target. Jenny, I think he did just do a 60. He was able to do the 60 for one coin damage, right?
Yeah, it was 29 minutes.
29 minutes damage. So it wasn't crazy, but the points are just really low, you know. Candy Apple's asking what CIC mods are you using?
I have the Aegis on 4 of the boats, and then I have the Mercy on the flag. I could actually be having more damage, but these are still set up basically for. I changed the CIC, but the weapons are still set up for the way they were the last raid cycle. So get in there. So I have countermeasures on stuff which are totally ineffective. Yeah, I screwed myself there. I was out of range for just a little bit too long and took damage I shouldn't have. Where's this arc at again? Okay, I'm good.
And then there's somebody asking if we've got anyone try the Kixeye Hydras on these. Well, we out of us three here, we don't have the Kixeye Hydras. I don't think. Shane, you don't have the ones that were offered to purchase, I guess, right?
No, I built mine with the tokens that we've got.
Okay.
In those 2 TLCs. So.
Right. So I don't have them either to say whether they do or not.
Well, this one's a little bit tricky. You would be kind of thinking, hey, I should go rush that flamethrower turret, but they have this one hid right here. So if you did that, you'd probably get pelted by it. If you tried to do a drive-by, like go in and then come back out. So I'm just going to take that out first. Oh, stop.
People asking what, I guess Al Herman's asking which.
Oh my God, you fucking stupid motherfucker. Sorry. I got inside the minimum range and that's it. Stop shooting at that flamethrower. So now I'm going to be kind of boned and take extra damage from that. I did it again. There. What's that whole driving under pressure thing? Sorry for the profanity that slips out sometimes for those of you watching who don't like that kind of thing. I just get excited sometimes. And I kind of sometimes forget that I'm actually streaming and not on a regular hangout with just the guys where the F-bomb drops like no tomorrow.
Yep.
Flamethrower. I might as well just sit there.
You got 68 people watching you, though. I'm telling you, it's pretty good coverage.
Yeah, we had 77 earlier, I think.
Oh, really? That's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all.
That's not bad. So, moment of truth. Let's see what the repair on that was. Come on, let me out of the target. So, an hour and 48 minutes with Hydras on an 81. Do you want to see if I can squeeze an 83 out of it too?
Oh.
Oops, wrong button. Hey, where are the TLCs that we're supposed to hit?
It don't come till tomorrow, does it?
Oh, they don't start till tomorrow? Oh, so you can't even get your crappy cannoneers till tomorrow?
Yeah. If I'm understanding that right, the raid started, and then the next day a TLC, and then I think another one the day after that.
I'm gonna drop off my res real quick, and then I'll go see if I can squeeze an 83 out of this boat, out of this fleet as well.
So we don't have uranium, right? We don't have titanium. We don't have base parts. Heck, I'm gonna have some downtime in BP.
I know, right? Go hit bases.
I don't have anything to hit him with.
You don't have dreads?
I remember I didn't get the current up to date stuff that.
Well, but you don't need that armor to be able to work dreads.
Well, if I want to hit babies all the time, no.
Oh, no, you don't. Actually, you don't even need that armor to make Malice's work.
Yeah.
People were working Malice's during Bounty with that before that armor was even available.
No, I got a pretty good setup, pretty good prepper out fleet. I can do okay. Because I just hit them with garbage after I take their fleet out.
All right, we're gonna go try an 83 and see what happens. I would think I'd be able to do them, but who the hell knows? The 83 I was headed to just blew up. How about that? Story of my life right there.
Looks to me like I'm looking at on your screen Eradicator hitting a 40.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing too.
Yes. Yes, mate. That's what's come to.
So I mean, I might be able to do my flag thing on the 80 set, maybe. You know, you doing the one boat on the one boat thing on the 80s. All right, that one goes over that way. This one comes down there. This one goes up there. That one goes over there. This one comes down here. So swing out this way and then round around. Oh, I didn't see you. So yeah, I hate when they put that short range turret right beside the flamethrower. Well, that was funny. It hadn't quite finished doing its little load. Got back in range, it just went poof.
Yeah, it finishes out its load. I mean, before they would keep firing, even if you got out of range to finish out their salvo.
Yeah.
But now they got it where it waits for you to come back in range so they can finish shooting them at you.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty, actually.
Yes, I believe so too.
All right, I should be able to sweep up there and not have to worry about getting hit by anything. Keyword there, should.
I think you're doing all right there. It's kind of nice being able to attack from the backside with launchers.
Oh, yeah. I might be able to come in and snipe out these guys. Oops.
Well, even with my new glasses, I'm telling you, I got brand new glasses last week, by the way, and holy cow, I'm pretty close to the screen, closer than I am comfortable with.
Well, dude, I'm playing on a 42-inch TV that's probably like 3 feet away from me, and I still have problems making out some of the freaking turrets.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's possible when I'm and hunched over like this, squinting like this with these brand new glasses. It is possible, but it's just not fun. So
need to break out the Windows magnifier tool to zoom in on just that thing. Of course, then you won't be able to see the rest of the fucking target, but hey, who cares?
I'd be okay if like the stands, the turret stands or something were, I don't know, orange, neon.
Yeah, yellow, like a fluorescent yellow or green.
Right.
If they even just stood out a little bit, I mean, our turrets, we got green grass, white grass, gray grass, whatever, but it's a darker turret. You could always tell where the stuff is at. This right here, you can't, a lot of those areas, you can't tell.
All right, where does this come down to? Okay. No, turn. If you guys hadn't been able to tell, I talk to my boats a lot.
They listen, though. It appears they listen.
No, they don't. I click like a madman, and eventually my mouse listens. All right, what do I got left? I got a full thrower there. I got a thrower there, a thrower there, and those turrets there. Is that it? Is that everything? There has to be a jab somewhere that I'm not seeing because I keep. No, there it is, right there. Where do you go? You go where? Okay, so I can sweep around the north side and be fine. Man, somebody's Discord's going nuts.
That must be Shane.
No, not me. Mine don't go, but dink.
The only time I ever hear Discord going nuts, Ross, is when I want to hang out with you.
All right, well. I'm trying to blame Shane here. Jesus.
Not gonna happen.
Let's throw the poor guy under the bus, man. Now, if RB was here, we'd throw him under the bus. Poor RB getting shit when he's not even here to defend himself. All right, I think I can squeeze in this way now and take out the rest of it. So it looks like you can do an 80 set for half of your Hydra's worth of damage. I definitely recommend using the Aegis CIC, though, maybe, as opposed to the range one. Because you have the range one, right, Shane? You said they ate you alive pretty good. Yes, no, maybe so.
Well, I did the same thing you did. I swatched them out for the Aegis.
Okay, gotcha. I thought you were still sticking with the range.
No, I mean, it just don't make any sense because you don't get any defenses.
Right, you actually get negative to your defenses with the range.
Yes, yes. I mean, 100% building damage looks and sounds all badass, but that ain't worth the shit if you don't live.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the truth, right? If you're just getting beat up.
Oh yeah, so yeah, my flagship takes a bit of a beating, but you know, it keeps everything else kind of at a reasonable. I could actually probably just repair the flag and go again for another set, honestly. But that may be the best bet out of what I've been seeing so far is Hydras with the Aegis CIC doing the 80s. From what I'm seeing at this point, that may be the best bet, for people who have Hydras. People who have Bucks, I don't know what to tell you guys.
Hang out, don't stress. That's what we're saying. Don't freak, though. It's really not a reason to scrap out and panic, though, because when we have reviewed the prizes lists, it's not one that I don't think you're going to be missing out, everyone. I'm serious. I just don't think it's going to be detrimental to your game. It's not a make or break. There's not one item on there that is a make or break your game.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree with that.
So you're okay, you know what I mean? So,
and I don't know, like I can't imagine. I mean, I'm sure there's some outliers at the top fringe who are doing maybe perhaps better with their eradicators, actually hitting the targets, not blitzing, but actually maybe hitting the targets than what I am because I'm kind of limited on what I can do. But I hopefully can't see him leaving things sit the way they are right now, but we'll see. But my advice, like always, is don't go throwing a shit ton of money at it on day one, man. If you think it's too much damage, just sit tight for a little bit and see what happens. Because it's really not going to cost you any more if they don't change the damage by day 3 than it is if they don't change the damage on day 1. They're still going to be looking at the exact same if they don't change anything, and if they do change something, you're possibly looking at saving quite a bit of money.
Right. And this isn't a situation where I don't think it's going to get harder. It's not going to get harder, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Because I think if it got any harder, just have nobody play.
Right. Some events though, it's truly the case where that you do want to get it done the first hour.
Yeah. But that's generally when you see it's really easy.
Yeah. No, right. Yep.
But yeah, I think there's just so many things that went wrong with this. The fact that the fleet, the target is tuned for 5 legendary boats built in an exact specific way is a big problem. The fact that we didn't even get the flagship till a week before the raid actually even happened. I just happened to be in a real lucky position where I still had 5 siege tokens that have been sitting on for a year. Most people, 95% of the people, if not more, aren't in that position. But then again, I also wasn't able to get my regular ones done either. I have 2 of them that only have 1 piece of armor on it, and the other one only has 3. So, yeah, the 50% hit down modifier for using eradicators and lower targets is just stupid, especially considering where we're at this point in the raid cycle. I don't know. I'm not stressing about this raid at all. I'm just going to go at a nice leisurely pace and see what happens. And the only reason I spent any money at this point was so I could be able to show you guys some stuff on the stream. After I get off of the stream, I probably do not plan on spending any coins. If I do, it will be very, very little. I don't know. I'm not sure what else to say, really. Any more questions from chat?
I'm not seeing anything.
No. I think we've...
Why did he just call me Ren? I'm not Ren.
About that.
Yeah, I've never been Ren. I don't have a Brazilian accent.
Yeah. I don't know.
Isn't that one of your guys, Ross? Rick Anderson? Isn't he one of your people?
The PNLS.
Oh, he's PNLS. Why would you call me Ren? You know damn well I'm not Ren. Oh, I'm the new Ren? Oh my gosh, you're terrible.
Okay, so.
Oh, okay, I understand now, Ninja. Ninja says we have the same eyes. That's why they call me Ren, because we have the same eyes.
You're the same. That's it.
Bless your heart.
Oh, shit.
What's the leaderboard at now? Somebody in the chat is obsessed with the leaderboard.
Last I seen it was at 200 million still. Yeah, they've pretty much frozen at the top. It's not moved as far as nobody's going over 200 million.
Right.
That must be like their mark, and Blitz didn't piss on it.
Discord.
Are those people spent or got that many points and they realize, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah. Shut it down early. Don't take it up to 1 billion like an idiot. This is not worth it.
I mean, you know, the one good thing is the targets are paying out plenty of res, man. I'll have to give them that. They put tons of res in these targets. I've been coming back with 625% every single load.
That's nice. That is good. But you're dead.
Too bad I filled up for the raid start.
Yeah, well, I mean, for somebody like me who tells everybody else to do it and then doesn't do it themselves, I'm glad they put this much res in the probably the one positive thing I can say about this.
Yeah.
It still doesn't even start for another hour and a half where I'm at. You know, the starting time has just gotten. I understand the date that. Well, I don't get it. The whole release time used to be a given. Now they're on the move.
Now, odds are that I could throw 2 coins on this Hydra flag and then go do another 80 set.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it kind of would keep all the other boats steadily at where they were.
Yeah, I guess that's in kin to the Skyfire fleet.
So I guess in theory you could do 80 sets for 2 coins in theory.
Yeah, because you just repair the lead.
Yeah, I mean I could probably make this a little bit better because as you can see, my flag is like pretty much nothing but counter. So I'm actually a whole shit down on my DPS. But I don't think I have any more Hydra tokens to do any changes. Let's take a gander real quick. I might have a day's worth of Hydra tokens. Oh wait, that's my flag. I think I have a ton of I think I have a bunch of blood Hydra tokens, I think.
I do too, but I'm not. I just don't think I'm going to create a fleet.
Yeah, I have 11 days worth of blood Hydra tokens. Well, yeah, but for me, it's not creating a fleet. It's just refitting a boat that I already have into something.
Right. No, yeah, you're good. You have the fleet already. I don't even have one hull. So I just don't think I'm going to create it just to do this this event. But hopefully, you know, they'll learn from that, and they'll release things next cycle a little sooner, and maybe I'll be able to have better prepared for next cycle. And hint, hint, hint. Hopefully, they can release things in a little bit better order and a little better timing. So some of us can play.
Well, and not only that, but like test the fucking hull before you put it out. Because if Hydras are performing better than Eradicators, there's a serious problem. You know, I mean, seriously.
Well, it makes me kind of wish they'd have put both hulls out and gave me the choice. Because, I mean, to be honest, I'd much rather be using the Shrikes.
Yeah.
Because they're similar to the launcher fleet. I could drive them a higher grade fleet in the higher grade targets the way I'm comfortable driving them.
Yeah, I hope the Shrike is good. That's all I can say. for those who are gonna get it and can somehow find time to build it before the cycle's over. I hope it's good. So, did anybody else in chat want to see anything else before I shut this down?
Not really. I see no verbose. If I use 3 eradicators in 80s, yeah, you can. You can use eradicators, but you get a hit down bonus.
Yeah, I think in the top 2 tiers you can use eradicators. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think in like the 9, the tier 8, and the tier 7. See, that's so screwed up because they have the numbers different in game than what they had them on the forums. Let me go look on the forums real quick and see where the hit down thing starts applying. Should have just made tonight the freaking show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Ninja Penguin was asking for the Hydra build, but you did just click on that too. So I think you covered most of the questions that I can see.
Well, no, I was moused over my flag, which I'm going to have to totally change. But after I look for this, I'll turn it back on and we can look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, the tier 8 hull only takes the hit down multiplier. In the tier, I guess it's 6 and 5 the way it is in game. It said 6 and 7 on the forums, but that's totally not right. All right, and he wanted to see the build for the Hydras, correct?
Yeah.
Let me turn screen sharing back on. Oops. Yeah, there you go, dumbass. Turn it on and then turn it right back off. Oh, you guys can tell I'm a pro. I am a pro. All right, but let's see. Let me find one that doesn't have any. I'm not sure if there's a single hull that doesn't have any at least one countermeasure on. This one doesn't. I mean, it's nothing special. It's just, the old charged armors that we had back when this hull first came out. This one has a combination of the 2 different S launchers, the D117 and the D116. I don't know why I have frontline countermeasure on this. There probably used to be a countermeasure hull until I got the flag, and I just never changed that one special. But that should be siege battery for siege targeting. The multiplex camp charge doubler, the speed system 5, the flechette feeder, the special is alloy armor CL3, and I have the Aegis CIC because it gives you the bonus to your defenses. So yeah, I mean, it's nothing special or fancy or fantastic about it. It's just the same build that I had from the previous raid cycle. So I know I will be changing my Hydra flag, though, which is currently set up as a countermeasure hull, and I have 11 days worth of tokens, so I can totally change that. I'm actually kind of happy about that, because then that'll be yet one more boat doing damage to the turrets, and hopefully they won't take 20 minutes to kill. All right, 20 minutes could be an exaggeration, but they take a long time to kill. But anything else before I shut it down?
Looks like it. And people saying thank you for the stream. So
you guys are more than welcome. I mean, that's why I do all this stuff, to kind of help you guys, give you an idea of what you're looking at, things that might work, things that aren't going to work. Don't try just your Eradicator flag and the 100 target, because while it can do the 102 pretty much by itself, it can't do the 100 apparently.
Right, and we do realize that we'd be testing a full fleet if we had them, right? But we're in the same boat as everybody else.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, I'm not that guy. I know a lot of people in the past would they coin their entire fleet up, get it ready for the stream, and then be like, "Oh, look how easy it is." But you know, like I'm not that guy. I'm gonna run just like the average player does, and be like, "Wow, look how crappy this is." You know, I'm gonna try to give you some more realistic feedback. Saying, "Oh, look at me, I'm a super whale. I can do everything. Look at me." You know, but anyway, that's that. We're pulling the plug. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night for the live show, where I'm sure we will be talking more about this raid and going more over the prizes in more detail. And you can hear me complain a whole lot about the Cannoneer campaign. So make sure you come back for that. And until next time, thanks for stopping by. Give us a subscribe, share us with your friends. And if you haven't already added them to the page, do so. Shame on you for not having done it already. Anyway, we're out. Later, guys.
Good night.
Later.